Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 4. Thank you very much for bearing with me in this series while I was on vacation. I am officially back. I am sunburnt and jet-lagged, but back to 30-minute episodes, back to being able to record a little closer to the air date, so I'm not, you know, so there's not a week lag between when people tell me things and when I can actually implement them on the screen. I did start going through off-screen a little bit and reorganizing to an extent. I got these four armies. We got the first regulars, the second army, the third army, and the fourth. What is that? What is that symbol behind the army name? I can't even tell what it is. I've got them set up on the Baltic front, just trying to give it a little flavor. And this one actually has a little bit of a unique name. That is for a viewer who sent me an email and requested that I name a division after the division that he's actually in the armed forces. And I was like, you know what, one little division in the grand scheme of this game is not going to be noticed that much. So I named the entire first army after his division there. So right there, the first regulars army. That's for Christopher there. All right, so let's continue on where we were. Off screen, I did do a little bit. I set some trade deals up. I swapped the anti-tank guns out for the improved anti-tank guns, which somebody pointed out. Thank you very much. And everything else is pretty much the same. We actually have a small reserve of tanks right now, even though these ones are... There's still some older model tanks in service. And once we get these filled out, then we can actually start making some new... Croatia capitulates. Whoa. Okay, so Canada took out Croatia. Australia has landed up here. And I thought there was something else problematic for them. Romania's down here. Bulgaria's out of it. Greece is a Axis member, I believe. Yep, Greece is. But Turkey is mine. I gave Turkey's divisions back because that pocket had been squashed out. Now they only have this little island over here. Oh, and the PE-10s, was it? Yeah, they got swapped out for the Mark 1s, which I neglected to do. Alright, so we're going to continue on. We have a new army about to deploy. Well, actually, they just deployed right here. Okay, so let's turn... Well, no, they're not going to go into the Baltic front. We could actually continue reorganizing this. Let's give them a new army. And they need a new commander. I'm like, all these really good ones, I'm like, these are all armored guys. They don't really have much to do with infantry, so I'm trying to find people who are just kind of bland like that. Give them infantry. Give them infantry armies. And let's see. Let's put them down here. These are all Spanish divisions. Let's give them some front line. Right like here. Yeah, let's see. So it's going back to Army 3. And what we're going to do is, let's make a new army group out of this guy. Let's call this the... here we go, right there, settings. The... What do we want to call this? The Balkan? Balkan? Front? The Balkan front? That sounds good. And you're just going to move down there. Sign, 12 units. I know I have more troops... down here, there we go. This purple army right here. We're just going to rename some of these. We're going to call this the 13th. I don't remember where I left off, so army. It already had said 13 on there, so I'm assuming that's going to be fine. Balkan front. There we go. Baltic and Balkan. Oh, justification for conquering. Oh, that is the war goal against Bulgaria down here. That actually works out really well. Let's take our tanks, the 3rd Guards tank army, and move them down here. Let's see, where do we... Let's... front line. Let's actually just put them, like, right here. Oh, that didn't work. Have them stack up. Oh. What? That's not right. That's not right. I'm away from the game for so long. I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty. Like that. And then you're going to have an offensive line down to like here. So they're going to sweep along the coastline, basically. Like that. And then Let's actually take this... Can I pull off here? Is there anybody I could pull off the line here? What about this purple army? Army 2. Oh, I know I've already got an Army 2 over here, so... Well, let's see. I must have done 1, 2... Well, this is the first regulars, second, third. That's the 4th mobile army. So we'll call this the 5th army. He's gonna get assigned to the Balkan front. Oh, he's got 13 divisions in him? Who are you and why are you in there? Can we separate you out? Yeah. So, the 5th army here. You need a different color. So there you go. And you're gonna get a front line right here, like that. No units. That's because we have to assign you units. And we have to delete this one. Bloop. There we go. I mean, the line is still covered. And we do have more divisions coming. More entire armies coming. And basically what you guys are going to do is sweep over this way. We're going to put you guys on aggressive. Oh, that's something I want to point out to people. A lot of people were going, well, your units are attacking because they're set on aggressive. These right here, only, you know, careful, balanced, aggressive, they only dictate how your units execute battle plans. If a battle plan is not executed, if you don't hit this button, they shouldn't be doing anything. So when I had units that didn't have executed battle plans launching attacks, it didn't have anything to do with the the stance here, because that only dictates how they launch a prepared attack. So that's not something. I feel like a lot of comments. I said in my Discord chat the other day, Belgium, Germany declared war on Belgium. I could respond to a lot of comments with the what was it? Was it a Verizon commercial or Progressive, an insurance commercial? It's like these old ladies putting pictures on the walls, and one of them going, "I just posted, blah blah, pictures to my Facebook," and one other one's going, "That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works." If I could respond to chats with pictures, or the comments, I mean, I respond to like 40% of comments just with that picture. That's not how this works. All right, let's see here. So the Baltic offensive was successful. We broke into Germany proper in, well, Prussia. East Prussia. We overran East Prussia. Danzig is under our control, which is amazing. I love that I captured Danzig. And we made a pretty good headway in terms of advancing the front, and created a very large salient in the line, which is extremely thinly held. I mean, if we wanted to, we could easily pinch this out, but what I'd like to do is wait till we have a little bit more forces, and, oh, shit. Germany, Jesus Christ. And actually pinch this out, pinch this together and create a pocket, if at all possible. I'm not sure. Germany might be on the losing end of this, considering they have the Canadians down here, they have the Australians over here, they just declared war on Belgium and the Netherlands, so they might be in a bad state. And if you look at their divisions, there are, at least the tanks are fighting in pretty low strength. Pretty low indeed. This army right here, I could easily extend this out. That's a very strongly held line right there. We could actually go like that. Well, let's not go that far. Let's go to like there. At least extend it out like that. And whew, Italy is justifying again. They're not. We're at war. You don't really need to justify against me, I don't think. So Bulgaria, we're going to declare war on them. They don't even have any units on the front. So we're going to do this. We're going to declare war, conquer, call in allies. No, we'll do it ourselves. Send. And then we can go to this guy. That would be this one. Execute. And execute. There. There we go. They join the Axis, just like I thought they would. And did I actually set more? That's what I don't remember. I did set more armies up to actually deploy, and they are low on small arms. Ooh, interesting. And am I still doing anything with Romania here? Supporting growth of a political party. I don't need to do that, so cancel boost popularity. Give controls. Ask for controls. What can I ask for? Oh, right down here. Interesting. Or did that go red X on it when I selected it? No, they refused. Okay. All right. Tanks. The tanks are basically there just as a mobile unit. They were sitting on the front, not really doing anything else at the time. So, well, you know what I should do? If we're that short on small arms, what I should do is swing up here, go like that, and then maybe like go like that. So we get some more work in. And as are we still building factories? Fixing infrastructure, anti-aircraft guns. Why don't we queue up some more military factories? All over the place like this. Kind of fill this out. And we're safe over here, so. Do that. Alright. Good. Get those factories queued up in addition to those anti-aircraft guns. This is all going to Romania. I didn't even think of that. I might be able to ask for control of... Well, no, it's not going to be a peace deal. Did that go to... No, that went to... That's Romania. Port strike. Oh, the Japanese are starting to port strike our fleet down here. Well, let's select you and give you a commander... And set you on fire at will. And convoy rating. Sea of Japan. And how about that? We can do this. Set them out and about. At least get them doing something. They might get sunk. I don't know. They're old submarines. Oh, the Germans are flooding in here now. I don't think that's too big of a deal, though. I mean, they're really low on organization, so I really don't feel like that's a big deal. And our tanks are going to swoop over this way. Alright, we're fine here. This is just going to further thin out the line, that's mostly what I'm interested in. Is thinning out the line as much as we possibly can, yeah. I didn't think they'd get far. Yeah, so we're probably going to want to actually cancel these. Because we need those small arms actually in the field right now. Oh, some of it did go to Turkey. So I'm not going to have any control over this. Alright, now the tanks are... Let's make sure that they continue their offensive like this way. And make sure they're on execute. There. So they keep going. Let's take these guys and take them off aggressive. Just put them on balanced. Tanks can keep going because they just need to capture the VPs. And there's nobody over here. There's literally nobody here. Okay, so let's keep this paused for just a tick. And what we need to do is actually give them a plan to go somewhere. Like, let's have them... Because we're going to have them move up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And... this army, you're going to go... 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces deep. And then you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces deep, like that. And we're gonna see where this takes us. And I'm just going to launch these guys forward. Because right now it's just open land for us to take. Let's take these guys. and give them a battle plan too. To just swoop down and see what happens. Because right now I think it's prime, because with their attention elsewhere, I think it's prime time to make a move. And I'm a little bummed I actually didn't have these plans set up before. It's usually a good practice to have battle plans set before you actually want an offensive, so they have time to you know, get prepped and whatnot, but I didn't. Right here. Just gonna have these guys just kind of launch a general attack along the line here. Kind of overlap each other a little bit. And you can actually just stay right there. Because while we're on the move, the Germans should be panicking down here in Bulgaria. A lot of Japanese troops in here. Questions the motives of Sweden. Damn Swedes. I had this zoomed out like perfectly for just a second there. I was like, there's nobody here? Oh, there were some people there. Are you involved in all my wars? Relations. They're at war with everybody, yeah. Tank's having a little trouble. Yeah, it looks like it. Probably because of the mountains. Ooh, engineer companies. No. Ask for military. Yes. Turkey. No, I actually just want you guys to handle that yourself, kind of. That's always mostly been my thing. I want you to deal with this yourself, because I don't want to have to deal with your, you know, mishmash of divisions. Did the Grey Army not get told to go? They did. They're just not really moving much. I might not be able to take as much advantage of this as I thought I'd be able to, but we'll see. Free dockyards. And forgive any noise in the background. I'll try to talk over it. My dryer just decided that it's going to sound like it's going to take off. It's going to leave the atmosphere. Man, maybe I need to turn that. That is loud. Son of a bitch, that's loud. Maybe I need to deal with that. All right, sorry about that. That was the spin cycle on my washer, not the dryer. All right, so we are attempting to make a concerted push into German territory here, taking advantage of a breach they left in the line. And hopefully this will be a successful offensive, although I don't know. It's very spur of the moment. I noticed that there was a gap, and I decided to try to take advantage of it. I mean, we have pushed the Baltic front down quite a bit. What I really need you to do is just, like, do this. Just march up a little bit. I think we're going to need to call it quits before it gets too far so that we don't run into any more trouble. But I think we're in a good straight. Oh, we got to worry about the Greeks down here too now. Let's, before Bulgaria completely goes, why don't we tell the Baltic front to stop their offensives? I don't want to run too hot here. Let's go to the Baltic front and see what we got going here. Looks like there's a combination of Japanese and German units here, which I think is interesting. The Japanese dumped a lot of people into the Eastern Front here. A lot of people. I mean, we are making some good progress in knocking that salient out and recapturing, well, not necessarily recapturing, but capturing that. And I mean, look at this. Look at Denmark. Look at Denmark pushing down into Germany. Maybe we should just keep it going just because we know that that Germany is having some trouble here. Although I don't know why Canada's not doing anything. They can dump units in here and just wreck the place. Well, we were kind of involved in this. They lost a battle cruiser, 12 destroyers, and a couple heavy cruisers. And we lost a couple subs. I mean, that was mostly the Brits. I was there. They may have... And I'm not going to go through the detailed report and see if we actually sunk anything. Oh, you know what? This is rough because we're fighting through the Pripyat marshlands. Hopefully I don't have tanks in there. Yeah, the longer we can extend this front, the better it is for me, because it just means the Germans are going to be in a hell of a hell of a strait trying to plug all these gaps that we're causing in the lines. And yeah, we're actually doing perfectly fine. These guys need to go on aggressive. They really need to push this front and flank the German positions. Because I think at this point, we're kind of in a rush to see who's going to take the most land. Let's make sure is everybody set on aggressive? Just put it, because I just want to snatch up as much of this stuff as we possibly can. The Pripyat marshlands are falling. It's just been squashed down to a little segment here. Yeah, very low supplies. We're starting to run into trouble with supplies and whatnot, having so many troops blocked into so tight of an area. And we're running into arms and tank troubles, too. Most of our tanks are getting sucked up in these battles over here. I mean, we're winning. And look what's going on. Look what's happening up here. What are you guys doing? Oh, you're just marching. You're just marching slow, like. What city was this? Stettin. And Canada, accept. The Netherlands, accept. I wasn't anticipating doing that, which is why I didn't have anything planned, but when I looked up there and realized that the front had basically collapsed, because Germany had pulled so much units off, I was like, yeah, let's take advantage of this situation. Let's take advantage. Modify our government. Ooh, we're almost done with women in aviation. Theorist? We never even put in a theorist. Close to mass assault. We can do mass assault. Why don't we save up for that? Women in aviation, I will take it. We got anything else to do? War with Germany. Partisan suppression, we could do that. Or we can go through anti-capitalist. Gains puppet focus, war with Germany. That's all it gives us. So I guess we'll do partisan suppression. I mean, we're doing pretty well down here. What is this? Oh, they're actually making a push. Should we try to help them? What if we take... Where is this purple army? No, I don't think that's a good idea. I think they'd get pretty wrecked up. I think they'd wreck up the place. Yeah, these units are definitely on their last leg here as we continue to push further south. Although the problem is we're running into supply problems now. And by supply problems, I mean actual amount of supplies available for troops. We should probably... I mean, these guys can keep going. We should probably cool it soon. You know, it's a lot of Japanese units in the south. Definitely a lot of Japanese units. I need more factories because yeah, look what that assault did to us. All right, so why don't we cool it with what we've got so far on most sections of the front here, and consolidate. Although, do we want to keep going? Let's like you. I don't want you to keep going, and the gray guys. I don't necessarily want them to keep going either. But we'll keep the black one, the black army, the first reserve or first regular army there. We'll keep them going. You guys, oh, who they trap over here? It looks like a German and a Bulgarian unit? Fedor von Bock. It's trapped in the Pripyat marshlands there, as a pocket was created. So let's see. We keep these guys attacking. No, they're pretty much out of tanks, though. So why don't we just have everybody hold up? Like, hold up. As, so that, you know, can we set these guys so this army gets, like... Is there a way to do that? So they get, well, you have to set the whole front to it. I want to just set the army, but we'll set this front to that to, you know, get the best equipment and whatnot. Now let's go to Army Group 2, which we don't really have any, well, I don't know. They're saying they've got a good chances here. So why don't we let them continue? This definitely stalled out as more troops flooded into the field. But we can always, yeah, these guys still have orders to keep going, so we'll let them keep going and see if we can't just create a little flank there. I mean, that's only, they created a pocket, it's only 2 divisions, but it is a pocket. Well, you know what, somebody else, it's been suggested a couple times. Why don't we, I want to check on something. So it was suggested that combat width should be kept to 20. Units of 20. Because it says right there, combat width tells you how much room. For example, if a combat has total width of 80, you can fit 4 units with a width of 20, because combat width is generally counted up in, like, groups of 20, I think, or something like that. Yeah. So if we go edit and remove, that's combat width of exactly 20. We can actually put on another, we don't even have a reconnaissance company in here. I think the signal company would probably be better. We've got engineers, anti-air, anti-tank, artillery company, reconnaissance, or signal company. Let's do the reconnaissance company and save that. That should let more troops actually fight on the battlefield because they won't kind of overdo the combat width. So we could always up it again and make it like 40 or something like that, like double the size. But for now, I think we're going to leave it at that. Okay, folks, we're going to leave this right here. Americans. Oh, right there, an American tank division. We're going to leave this right here. That was a very messy offensive, but it actually bought me a bunch of territory. It cost a ton in terms of supplies. I mean, now we are super low on arms and tanks right now, which sucks. But we can always, we're building more factories. Well, we got that coming, right? Yeah, we got that coming pretty soon. And we should probably get that stuff up to the top. There we go. Very nice. Okay, let's leave this right here. If you have enjoyed it, please just drop me a like. Leave me those comments right down below. And if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 4, just subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.